My friends, welcome back to Season 2, Episode 3 of the FIFA 23 Bournemouth Career Mode. In the previous episode, we finished off the transfer window, we brought in several key signings, James Ward-Prowse, Adama Traore, and then we made our European debut. And today we continue that journey with Bournemouth in the month of September and into October. We have a home match against Forest, we have a home cup game against Newcastle, an away match against Wolves, back into the Conference League against Odensei away, then we're back home to Arsenal, away to Fulham, away at Malmo, home to Tottenham, and home to Liverpool. It's a busy schedule. In the 4 matches that we have played in the Premier League so far, we've won 2, we drew 2, and we're sitting on 8 points in 6th place. While in the Conference League, we beat Başakşehir here at home, and we're sitting on 3 points. To start off, we're going to sim this home match against Forest. Hopefully, we can win it. I think we can win against Forest. That is for sure. Easy. Regarding the EFL Cup, the Carabao Cup, I don't care personally too much about it this season. I think our focus should definitely be on the Conference League, on the Premier League, and then making an FA Cup run. That being said, I'm starting a very rotational side against Newcastle. It's just so other players can get some playing time and our main players can get some rest. Sandberg, Ahmed, and Anthony are starting in the front 3. Baturina, Cook, and Musa in the middle. Ortega, Johansson, Hill, and Richards, and then Travers and Nets. Hopefully we can get a result against Newcastle. We can't, we lose. That's okay. I really don't mind. Who scored for us? Ahmed, let's go. Nathan Ahmed scored his first goal for us. Yes. Maybe we'll give Ahmed and Sandberg a go in the Conference League against Odensei, our Swedish duo. Can we also get another Premier League result against Wolves away? Give us another result against Wolves. Can we get 3 points here? We can. It's our first loss of the season. We lose 2-0. We've also managed to sell Kiefer Moore to PSV, and the board allocated 2.1 million to our transfer budget for January. So we're going to use that money in January for pre-contract signings, maybe to bolster the squad as well. Our Europa Conference League journey continues as we travel to Denmark to face Odensei. Now, because of our super condensed schedule, I am starting a very rotational side against Odensei. I think even our substitutes and our reserves are probably better or just as good as Odensei. We're traveling to Denmark, and then in 4 days' time, we're home against Arsenal. So our main players can't really play or they won't be fit. We are starting our Swedish duo, Sandberg and Ahmed, with Utara on the right-hand side. Tavernier and Baturina come in. Hill comes in. Smith comes in. Ortega, Travers, and Nets. Let's go get these 3 points and top the group again. It's a loud atmosphere here in Denmark as Odensei hosts Bournemouth. Hopefully, our substitutes and reserve players can do the job and come out on top. I think we can. I think we definitely can. As Baturina heads down. Baturina with the long shot. It's high. It's nowhere near the net. What can Nathan Ahmed and Johannes Sandberg do in this match? I'm really counting on them to perform, but I'm not sure how Odensei is going to perform. I'm not sure what they're going to come out with as Ortega intercepts the ball, and maybe we can go back the other way here with Sandberg coming down the right-hand side. Plays it into Tavernier, and Tavernier sees Nathan Ahmed, and Nathan Ahmed is clear. Nathan Ahmed! Nathan Ahmed! Nathan Ahmed! 11 minutes in. Let's go! Our Swedish, beautiful human being makes it 1-0 away. It was a beautiful pass by Marcus Tavernier, and Nathan Ahmed made no mistake with his left foot. It's 1-0 Bournemouth at Odensei. Nathan Ahmed may be our future striker. He's got 2 goals in 2 games. 1 against Newcastle in the cup, and now 1 against Odensei here. Musa is going to take a shot, but it's blocked. Alassana comes back the other way. Freukayer. Juara is covered. He passes it back to King. Oh, and Dango Ouattara intercepts. And this might be 2 here 20 minutes in. This might be 2 here. It's not 2. It's saved by Hansen. Wow. I really do feel confident in this group, though, because Malmo and Odensei will not be any match for us. Like I said earlier, before we even started playing in the Conference League, after we saw the group, that the only team that's going to bother us is Başakşehir here. That's it. If we can't come out on top here, it'll be a big disappointment, because we have to beat teams like Odensei and Malmo. We're getting lots of chances here, and I fear the worst for Odensei, because at one point or another they're going to let in another one. Tongia comes back the other way, and he's got some room. Tongia puts in a cross, but Travers is there. It was an easy catch, and that is halftime. It is 1-0 Bournemouth at halftime away at Odensei, but I think it should have been 2 or 3. Smith Smith is going all the way to Utara. And Utara's got space. Utara he cuts inside. He can't cut inside, but he can get the ball back. He can't get the ball back either. This has been a very, very frustrating second half so far because we're definitely the better team, but we can't catch a break. The ball's bouncing up and down everywhere. We're not playing great football. We're giving the ball away too much. Oh, just like that right there. But then we take it back, and it's Musa. And it's Musa again. And it's Tavernier. And it's Sandberg. And it's Nathan Ahmed. And it's caught by Hansen. 71 minutes played. Still 1-0 here in Denmark. Nowhere to pass for Tavernier except out wide to Traore. Traore gives the ball away. Baturina gets it back. Musa. Tavernier. Saved again. And Odensei is just hanging around. It's the 80th minute. They're hanging around and they have a break here. 81st minute. Odensei has a break and it's a terrible ball. That was a close one because they definitely should have capitalized. Whew, we caught a break there. 90 minutes is basically up here. Baturina. Back in the box. It's a terrible cross. And we are in stoppage time. And that is 90 minutes. I'll be honest with you, even though we came away with the victory in Denmark against Odensei, we are cheering our away fans, traveling fans. I am actually very disappointed in our performance because the second half we provided absolutely nothing. The first half, I feel like we should have scored more. We definitely deserved more goals in the second half, but 1-0 against Odensei is not good enough. After our Premier League win against Forest and our loss to Wolves, we are sitting in 7th, 3-2-1, 10 goals for, 5 goals against, sitting on 11 points. And we're facing Arsenal next. And Arsenal actually is struggling. They're in 13th. 1-3-2. They've only scored 7 goals and sitting on 6 points. We're obviously starting our regular and our strongest lineup. Reece Nelson, Dominic Solanke, Traore, Brooks, James Ward-Prowse, Billing, Viña, Senesi, Oxford, Alvarez, and Neto and Nets. While Arsenal has a very, very strange lineup. En-Nesyri is their main striker. I can see Jorginho and Xhaka there, but their back line, Tavares, Lenormand, Holding, and Cedric. That is not a great back line. I feel like we can get 3 points here. Let's see what we can do at home against Arsenal. We beat them last year. I'm hoping for the same here because we're better than last year. And it looks like Arsenal is worse. Fabio Vieira, Cedric. Don't get me wrong. They still have decent players and good players, but it's nowhere near what I expected from Arsenal to have in their starting lineup. Fabio Vieira comes down the right-hand side to Cedric. Jorginho. Billing does well. James Ward-Prowse. And we see Reece Nelson. And Nelson is playing against his former club here. They didn't want to start him. They didn't want to play him. So maybe he can get us some payback. Viña. Traore. Traore, it is high. Cedric goes long again to Vieira. And they're playing everything through Vieira as Senesi steps in. And we're playing everything through Reece Nelson and Viña. Viña. Solanke. Digs it to Traore. It's a bicycle kick and Traore misses again. Oh, that would have been a goal. Ramsdale came out. It was more of like a scissor kick and... Wow. Oh, if Adama scored there. Alvarez. James Ward-Prowse to Senesi. Back to James Ward-Prowse. Reece Nelson. Back out to Viña. James Ward-Prowse. They won't give him a shot. Look at that. They won't shoot. They won't let him shoot. Viña. And we're just all over them here. It's going to be Billing with the shot. And it's blocked. Can we get the ball back? We can't. And Arsenal is going to be on the counter here. En-Nesyri. We foul, but it's given advantage. Billing does well to block the shot. Jorginho. And we intercept the ball. Solanke. David Brooks. And I see Reece Nelson making the run. Reece Nelson's been very, very good this half. Reece Nelson. He's making the run. And the mouse showed up on the screen. And someone puts in the ball. Someone scores, and it is David Brooks. It it is David Brooks that gives us the 1-0 lead at home against Arsenal. The mouse, the PC mouse. It tried to distract us. But it is 1-0. And it's Reece Nelson. Reece Nelson's all over the place. He even jumped out of the way so David Brooks can put it in. Let's go. Bournemouth goal scored by David Brooks. And a fun stat for you, David Brooks only had 2 goals all of last year. And this early on in the season, he already has 2 goals. Oh, and Marino comes in. And all of a sudden, everything that we've worked for in the 38 minutes in the first half is erased as Marino scores on a... Seems what like a weird bounce here. Yeah, it's a weird bounce off of Reece Oxford right to Marino. And it's 1-1. And all of a sudden, it's 1-1. It was just an unlucky bounce. Neto couldn't get there. Arsenal tie it up. Well, those celebrations were definitely short-lived. But can we celebrate again? That is the question. You can hear the traveling Arsenal fans as Billing comes down, and he's got lots of room. Billing. Traore. Traore is going to put it to the wide post for Nelson. He can't get there. Someone is punching. Ramsdale is punching the ball, and it's just such a cluster, and it's halftime, and I don't even know what was happening there. Very weird match that's going on here at Dean Court as Smith Rowe passes it to Nuno, who Oxford intercepts the ball but gives it back to Jorginho, and it's En-Nesyri. Oh, and it's crossed right in front of the goal. And no one can get there, but Arsenal has a throw-in a dangerous position. It's Cedric. Vigna does well. Exactly why we bought Vigna, and we can counter here, and it's Nelson again. Nelson to Solanke. 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 Solanke puts it wide. Solanke tried to go far corner. I saw Adama Traore, but he was covered, and so was Nelson. There was no other option. And that's a big miss, and it's still 1-1. Both teams' fans want another goal. And by the way this game is playing out so far, it seems like there may be another goal in this game, if not a couple. Solanke. Traore. Billing. Billing is always on the attack. Billing pulls back. Solanke saved. What a move. What a play. And it's a corner. And Ramsdale makes the save. James Ward-Prowse taking the corner. It's a driven corner this time. Oh my gosh. Solanke's making the run in behind. Can he get there? Can he use his strength? He can't. 87 minutes here against Arsenal. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe there won't be any goals in this game in the second half. It sure felt like there will be more goals. In fact, there might be another goal. Martinelli. Martinelli. Reece Oxford does well to clear the ball. Odegaard. Marino with the shot. Marino scores. It was right. There was another goal in the game, but it's not from Bournemouth. It's from Arsenal. It is from Marino. Marino punishes us in the 93rd minute. Very clever strike just from inside the box, 17 meters out. It was pinpoint accuracy. And unfortunately, it is 2-1 Arsenal. And that is the final score. 90 minutes are up. 93 minutes are up. 2-1 Arsenal. They steal one from us at home. After the disappointing result against Arsenal, we are back into 8th place in the Premier League. 3-2-2, 11 goals for, 7 goals against, 11 points total. We're not far away from the top 4. We really aren't. We're only 3 points out of the top 4. We just have to put some results together. And we're playing Fulham next, away at Craven Cottage. No changes in the lineup for us against Fulham at Craven Cottage. Fulham's got Baumgartner, Munir, Paulinho, Tom Kearney, Sessegnon, Congolo, Rekic, and Tete in the back with Rodak in nets. Hello from a noisy Craven Cottage. It is Bournemouth versus Fulham. We have a small section in the away end of traveling fans. We need to get a result here. Let's go and do that. James Ward-Prowse gets up high. Solanke takes it down nicely, but gives it away, but gets it right back. Traore. Adama Traore. Traore does really well. James Ward-Prowse, he's gonna have a low shot. Solanke puts it down, but it's right at Marek Rodak. Where can Traore go here? Nowhere to go. We'll go all the way back to Senesi. Senesi steps in. He sees Reece Nelson. Reece Nelson somehow. And it's David Brooks. Somehow, some way, it doesn't go in. Marek Rodak. Oh my. What just happened there? The Fulham fans are making noise. They want a goal. We can't give them a goal here. Baumgartner. Reece Oxford does well. Oh, yes. Vigna steps in. And it is halftime. Second half here is underway. And I would love to come out with 3 points out of this match. But with the way that we've been performing in the last couple of games, it doesn't look very, very promising. It's just, we've been definitely underperforming. Just like that right there. We haven't been playing well. We haven't been playing well, and it shows. It really shows. Neto's got to make a save in the 52nd minute here. Fulham takes the corner. Oh, Neto with another save. Right off the corner as Congolo got up high, but it was right at Neto. Fulham is pressing, and they're on another corner here. Baumgartner with the corner. This time Reece Nelson gets up, and we can clear, and we can go forward with David Brooks. Little ball roll, but can't get past Sessegnon. Cavallero is there. Cavallero is covered. He plays it to Kearney, to Baumgartner. Reece Oxford does great in the back. Can we make a counter here? We see Solanke. We see Dominic Solanke. Dominic Solanke with the shot. Dominic Solanke silences the crowd. Dominic Solanke silences the crowd here at Craven Cottage with a swift counterattack. A perfect ball over top by David Brooks, who's arguably been our best player this year. I'm not gonna lie to you. Solanke's been popping up with the goals, but David Brooks, he's been very good this year. It is 1-0 Bournemouth away at Craven Cottage. Andreas Pereira's got some room. Vigna steps in, but does not intercept the ball. Tete now. 82nd minute. Not much time left to go. Vigna steps in again. Prevents the cross, but it goes to Pereira. It goes to Neto, and Neto makes the save. Oh, Neto's been good for us this year. Can we go on the counter here? They're pressing a lot of people forward. As Solanke gets forward, as Reece Nelson gets forward, and it's a bad touch, but there's not a lot of time left, and that is full time. We come to Craven Cottage and we steal one. To be fair, it probably should have been a draw. They had a couple of decent chances in the second half, but they couldn't capitalize. And that is 3 points, like I say, in our back pocket. Let's go. We are back again in the Europa Conference League, and we are topping the group. After 2 matches, we are on 6 points. But Başakşehir is right behind us on 3. Malmo is also on 3, and Odensei is in 4th. We are going to be playing a rotational side against Malmo, but still have some key players in the starting lineup. Because although it is Malmo, they're still better than Odensei. We just need to go to Malmo, get 3 points, and come back. That's why we have Ben Barrett and Diaz starting, Cook starting. The back line is pretty solid. Let's go get these 3 points. As I always say, it is a very noisy atmosphere here as Malmo hosts Bournemouth in the Europa Conference League. If Malmo wins this match, they will be tied on us with points, and the group will be wide open. But we have an opportunity here to really take hold of the group and sit on 9 points after 3 matches. Thalen comes the other way. He's fouled by Zabarny, but they play advantage, and it's a 2-on-1 for Malmo here, but they slow down. Vecchia. Christiansen. It's a shot. It's blocked by Richards. Lewis Cook. Ortega. Ortega plays it to Ben Barrett and Diaz, and Ortega's got room. Ortega's got some space. Ortega's gonna take the shot. Ortega's gonna take the shot, and Ortega's gonna stun the crowd here, and it is 1-0 Bournemouth in the 23rd minute. Francisco Ortega from Ben Barrett and Diaz. So glad that we bought him as a backup left back. He's just so pacey. A great left foot on him, makes no mistake. 1-0 Bournemouth away. This is exactly the kind of start we wanted. Exactly what we needed here. Sandberg plays it to Baturina. Baturina sees Musa running in, and Musa is left wide open. He just walks in, and it's 2-0 Bournemouth. 5 minutes after The goal by Ortega. Oh my goodness, what is happening here? It's a beautiful pass, and they just let Musa walk in. Yunus Musa makes no mistake. 2-0 Bournemouth away. It is early in the match, but we do have a 2-goal lead, a 2-goal cushion. And if Malmo doesn't contain us, this might get out of hand here. Because now we have Sandberg coming in. Sandberg just bullies his way through, and it's... Oh my gosh, man. How did we miss that? Baturina. Oh, Baturina from point blank. And it was almost 3-0. Maybe I overestimated Malmo a little bit, because they've provided absolutely nothing except for that one chance really early on. But since then, they've just been very quiet. But so far, I mean, they're just giving the ball away, and it's Ben Brereton Diaz with a shot, and it's saved. Honestly, it should be 4-0, and they're just putting the ball out of bounds here. It really should be. It really should be at the very least 3-0 already. And it might be 3-0 here. It might be 3-0 here, and it is going to be 3-0. It's going to be 3-0. Ben Brereton does not make a mistake twice. It is 3-0 Bournemouth. Still in the first half. Our traveling fans, not many showed up. It's a lengthy trip from Bournemouth to Sweden. But the ones that did come, we do appreciate them. Ben Brereton makes no mistake. 3-0 Bournemouth. 3-0 Bournemouth at halftime. Malmo has offered very minimal in terms of attacking play, and we've offered maximum in terms of attacking play. As it is 3-0 already, I am going to make one substitution. Dango Ouattara makes his way for Gamal Abdallah in his European debut. 59 rated Gamal Abdallah is on the field, and I mean, let's see what he can do here. Gamal Abdallah, the 6'3", he's 6'3", he's tall, he makes a pass to Musa, and Musa just loses the ball. Richards gets up high, Musa controls it well. Abdallah plays it back to Musa. Musa plays it to Baturina. Somebody get there. Nobody can. Oh my gosh. Malmo's just trapped in their own end. They can't get out. Vecchia. Abdallah. Gamal Abdallah is making the run here. He's big. Oh my gosh. Look at him go. He's making the pass to Sandberg. Sandberg with the shot. Goes nowhere. Abdallah, he's offside. I think Abdallah definitely needs a little bit more training. And that is 90 minutes. We come to Malmo. Although we didn't score any goals in the second half, it is probably our best performance in the last few games. 8 matches in the Premier League have been played, and we are sitting in 5th spot, 4-2-2 on 14 points. Spurs are still undefeated, and West Ham is up there as well. But it is still very, very early on. A lot of things will change. A lot of teams will jump up and down the table. We still have a lot of massive games coming up. And speaking of massive games, let me show you our calendar. Tottenham at home, the undefeated Tottenham at home. Then it's Liverpool at home, another big game in the Premier League. Then we host Malmo in the Conference League, and then we travel to Manchester United. Then it is West Ham at home, and West Ham is in 2nd place. Then it is away at Başakşehir, home to Burnley, home to Chelsea. I hope you guys have yourself a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday, and I'll see you guys on Thursday in the next episode, where we take on all these massive, massive teams. Tottenham, Manchester United, Liverpool, Conference League games. We got a lot to do. All right, I'll see you guys then. Peace.